mad scientist in the lab. His approach has been the same, whether it was last week at Iowa or this week, against Ohio State.
The Nittany Lions will have to use their level approach and intense preparation to try and take down the #1 Buckeyes.
Our own Mac Leach was at practice this week and got an inside look at Terry Smith's mindset heading into this clash. Mac?
It's been 9 years since Penn State last beat Ohio State, but maybe it's a change in coaching that will bring the Nittany Lions to victory. 2011 interim coach Tom Bradley traveled to the Shoe to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. He walked away with his first win as a head coach. 14 years later, interim head coach Terry Smith is looking to replicate Bradley's success and topple #1 Ohio State. Coming off the bye week, the Nittany Lions hit the road to Columbus as 20.5-point underdogs, but that hasn't shaken their belief in what's possible.
The guys are ready. They know what's in front of them. No one's giving them a chance. And we're just going to stay together and we're going to play hard.
Smith says he knows what it'll take to pull off the upset.
Control the game. We have to outrush Ohio State to have a chance. If we don't do that, it'll be a long Saturday.
Aiding them this time around is a familiar face to the Buckeyes, former Ohio State defensive coordinator Jim Knowles. This time he returns to Columbus sporting blue and white.
And we're very, very close. 4 games, 13 points. It's just we're just trying to find that one thing that gets us over the hump and get the ball to bounce our ways.
Through it all, Smith's mentality has kept the team pushing forward.
Oh, he's like an almighty God type of thing. Like, he wants us all to just go hard, effort, and that's it.
And heading into the toughest test of their season, Smith's message remains simple.
And we want to. We have a saying this week. We're going to chop wood. We've got to be able to chop a redwood tree until it's done.
The last time Penn State beat the #1 team in the AP poll? November 17th, 1990 at Notre Dame. A 24-21 game that Terry Smith scored a touchdown.
Terry Smith.
Our reporter Owen Camaros is in Columbus as the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions write a new chapter in their rivalry, both on the turf and the ice.
Thanks, Mac. Well, tonight, it's hot between Penn State and Ohio State after the Nittany Lions won Game 1, 3-2 last night in a come-from-behind win. Tomorrow, it'll be football. Right over State and Ohio State have played there a number of times, but the last time that Penn State has won, it was 2011, right after they fired head coach Joe Paterno. They were under interim head coach Tom Bradley, and they were able to pull out a win versus a very difficult Ohio State team. And that's what they're going to look to do tomorrow, but it's a tough situation for them. Obviously, Ethan Grunkemeyer will be the starting quarterback. There's a bit of a concern about who'll be the backup, and for Penn State and Grunkemeyer, this is going to be their toughest test of the season. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Owen. The Nittany Lions play Ohio State tomorrow at noon in Columbus. You can listen to the game on Com Radio with Michael Landis and Owen Camaros on the call.
It was a frightfully fantastic week of playoff football.
With plenty of tricks and treats, our own Michael Fechter is in the studio with this week's top 3 plays.
Thanks, guys. The first week of playoffs had a lot of action. Here are tonight's top 3 plays. At number 3, we have Norman Cabria's Daniel Farrell, who takes the handoff before cutting to the outside, stiff arms a man, hits a spin on the sideline, galloping before turning upfield, finishing the 76-yard run to the house. That would make a score 7-6 after the missed extra point. And he's celebrating with the big man. At number 2, we have Belfont's Alton Howell, who throws the screen pass to Jackson Long for a captain-to-captain, my captain connection, as he turns on the Jets, and nobody's catching him as he runs in for the ultimate touchdown. And our top play of the night, Grady Fisher takes the snap, trying to sneak it in before he is robbed by Garrett Farbaugh, and who has no man to beat, no man in sight, and 6 points for the Crushers as they get crushed in all momentum to a win. It was sure some exciting playoff football and even better top plays. Back to you guys at the desk.
The bands at Belfont and Juniata Valley may have missed out on trick-or-treating, but they were still in the Halloween spirit. The Hornets band taking their seats. Is that a minion I see there? Mario, some great costumes, right?
Absolutely. I mean, is that a bee leading the charge?
It looks like it. Man, this is a great crew right here. playing some music for the stadium.
Absolutely,
in
Jack.
playoff
What are you
football.
dressing up as this year?
I'm dressing up as an After the Whistle reporter, believe it or not.
That's crazy. That's my costume too. I can't
Wow,
believe
would
it.
you look at that? What are the odds? That's going to do it for us this week on After the Whistle. For more updates about our show and more coverage of our games, make sure to follow us on X, TikTok, and Instagram at ATWPSU. I'm Jack Dobbins.
And I'm Annika Wagner. Tune in next week for more highlights from around District 6 and, of course, Penn State football. But happy Halloween to you guys. Come back next week right here on After the Whistle.
Coming up next, the long road to recovery from Hurricane Melissa.
The impacts on Jamaica were incredibly severe.
Plus, Pennsylvania food banks are under pressure, with a new challenge starting tomorrow.
We're in a hunger crisis already, and this is just exacerbating what we're already seeing.
And Central PA gets into the spirit of the season for Halloween. The Center County Report starts now. Good afternoon, I'm Nico Rodriguez.
And I'm Maya Beeling. Thanks for joining us for the Center County Report. Our top story, a SNAP shutdown is about to impact millions of people in need across Pennsylvania. Reporter Emma Goldkoff has the latest.
Within hours, it'll become more difficult for millions of Pennsylvania families to put food on their tables.
We're in a hunger crisis already, and this is just exacerbating what we're already seeing.
From the state budget impasse to changes in the Local Food Purchasing Act earlier this year, and now the month-long federal government shutdown.
We're kind of creating this perfect storm with all of these things and the changes that have happened so quickly over a few months' time here. And at the same time, a 44% increase in need in our service territory over the last 2 years.
SNAP, or the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, provides low-income families monthly benefits to help them afford food. Because of the federal shutdown, the U.S. Department of Agriculture plans to pause funding for SNAP starting tomorrow, displaying this message blaming Senate Democrats for the lack of funds. 2 million Pennsylvanians receive monthly SNAP benefits.
Food banks like this one in State College are already servicing 9,000 lower-income Center County residents. Now there's no telling what that number will increase to in the coming weeks.
It's going to look really hard, and it's going to look really busy, and we haven't gotten there yet, but at some point we're going to hit a capacity level of how many people we can actually serve.
You know, $140 for a family to get SNAP benefits doesn't sound like a lot, but for families who aren't making very much, that's everything to them.
Central PA Food Bank emphasizes that SNAP is not ending, and it's actively working on a response to make sure there's food on its shelves. In State College, I'm Emma Goldkoff for the Center County Report.
Governor Josh Shapiro has joined 24 other Democratic state leaders in suing the USDA over the suspension of SNAP.
New numbers just released show mixed news about Penn State's enrollment. A record high 42,000 plus students are at University Park this fall, but enrollment across the entire university is down 1.6%, or about 1,400 students, and Commonwealth campus students are down almost 6%. This week, Penn State's president and provost met with the Center County Report and other student media organizations for an exclusive interview. Reporter Morgan Supes is in our studio with that story. Morgan?
Nico, I sat down with President Neely Bendapudi and the provost yesterday to talk about the state of Penn State. Topics ranged from budget cuts to James Franklin's firing.
It's a difficult thing for all of us when we part with a coach. I have full confidence in our athletic director and our team to get a great coach for us.
These last few months have been some of the most turbulent in President Bendapudi's 3.5-year tenure here at Penn State. This year, Penn State's Board of Trustees approved a plan to close 7 Commonwealth campuses. When asked, Bendapudi cited lower population numbers in PA.
So it's really a perfect storm for us. We need to do everything we're doing is to make sure we're strong for decades to come. We are very committed to the Commonwealth, and we are working closely with the communities.
A few months after the decision to close the Commonwealth campuses, President Bendapudi accepted a salary increase, making her the second highest paid president at a public university in the United States, a decision she says she played no role in.
The decisions on how to hire, fire, and retain a president, compensation are made by the board. I personally am deeply humbled and very gratified and grateful for this vote of confidence and the trust.
Bendapudi says she's been focused on Penn State's financial health, and one of her top priorities is trying to convince the state to make funding more fair.
You will see the numbers, that if a student comes to us, we get half as much support from the state as a student when they go to Pitt or to Temple or Pashi. That's one challenge.
She says even with the university's struggles, they are committed to keeping tuition as low as they can.
Across our Commonwealth campuses, our in-state students will see no increase at all. And across University Park, we've kept it sub-inflation.
One thing that could impact federal funding is a compact the Trump administration is asking universities to sign in exchange for certain policy changes. President Bendapudi says if asked, Penn State would not be signing. Back to you.
Thanks, Morgan. Penn State is getting a $50 million gift to name the university's nationally known children's hospital. The money comes from philanthropist and businessman Tom Golisano. The newly named Golisano Children's Hospital at Penn State Hershey Medical Center joins 9 others across the county as part of the Golisano Children's Alliance. A new student housing complex is under construction in State College. The retreat at Westerly will include 142 townhome and garden-style units. The site will also use the empty field behind the plaza on Wapa Lane.
Coming up next, the latest on Hurricane Melissa and the devastating impacts.
Plus, how the government shut down.
Tonight, we're kicking it off in Mansion Park where Carlisle quarterback Carter Wilson airs it out looking for his receiver Curtis Stroud. Altoona's Noah Stump jumps up for the interception but fails, tipping it right into the hands of Stroud, who walks it in for the touchdown. Let's watch it back in slow motion. Carter Wilson lobs it.
When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile.
Todd's a joy.
Yes.
Todd's really is a great joy.
And you. Learn about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Keep going, keep going.
Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died at age 84 from complications of pneumonia and cardiac and vascular disease. Cheney was a leading advocate for the invasion of Iraq. He was defense secretary during the Persian Gulf War under President George Bush and then served as VP under Bush's son.
Tens of thousands of people are picking up the pieces after Hurricane Melissa devastated Jamaica and parts of Cuba and Haiti. People across Pennsylvania have family ties to the islands and are trying to help. Patrick Gray reports.
Hurricane Melissa brought catastrophic winds up to 185 miles an hour to Jamaica last week. The winds and storm surge wrecked homes and public infrastructure. It left people homeless and ruined the livelihoods of thousands of farmers and fishermen. Daniela Pereira is a Penn State student with family who called Jamaica home. They were on the island during the Category 5 storm. She said it's been difficult to get updates and knowing the fear her family experienced.
Just hearing how scared my family was on top of it kind of added to it a lot. We were sitting over here with our only real form of communication being WhatsApp text messages and receiving videos from my family.
Daniela was able to share a few of those videos her family took of the destruction caused by the storm. For most of us, it's hard to understand Melissa's magnitude. In 2025, the record one-day rainfall in Pennsylvania was around 2.5 inches. During Hurricane Melissa, it looked a little bit different, around 40 inches, which caused what's estimated to be $48 to $52 billion in damages to the region.
Kelly Whitehead is the interim missions manager for Charter Oak Church near Pittsburgh. They just sent a team of 21 missionaries to aid in relief efforts.
Our team just landed this afternoon after a couple days of cancellations, and I'm getting texts now just staying on the drive from the airport. They do a 3.5 hour drive to get to where they're going, saying that the devastation is really terrible.
Devastation that will take years to overcome.
Cuba and Haiti face similar challenges after the hurricane, and their political and economic crises don't help. The storm is blamed for 31 deaths in Haiti, where hunger was already rising. Now, let's check our local weather.
Here in Pennsylvania, it is election day, and there is no reason weather-wise not to get out to the polls. Right now, across Pennsylvania, very few clouds in the sky, just a few stragglers in southwestern Pennsylvania. But the system that we're going to be tracking over the next 48 hours is right now here in Montana and North Dakota, and that's going to be sliding its way to the south and east and getting here around tomorrow night. Right now in State College at the Arboretum, beautiful blue sky, but notably less leaves on the trees after last week's storm system. 55 degrees with a dew point of 25, so quite dry out there. A westerly wind at 14 miles per hour. And throughout the day today, we're expecting temperatures in the 50s, but as we go into the afternoon and evening hours, temperatures drop into the 40s, and by the time polls close, the temperature 42 degrees here in State College. Let's go throughout your Wednesday as clouds start to infiltrate the region. It will be warmer tomorrow as this system moves through, but then a cold front moves through and we'll see some showers along with it, and afterwards some gusty conditions, 40 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts possible as this low pressure system moves by. On the backside, that's some blue, and that means a little bit of snow showers in the northern tier of Pennsylvania. Another system moves through this weekend, Friday night into Saturday, and that could be a significant rainmaker. But as we go into the beginning of next week, another chance for some snow showers, especially along the Lake Erie lakeshore, where we could see up to a half a foot of snow accumulating there. So for today here in State College, 56 degrees and mostly sunny and breezy here. West-northwesterly winds at 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 30. As we go into tonight, the winds will wane a little bit, but the clouds will increase, a low of 39. As we go into tomorrow, the clouds increase even further. Overcast skies with rain showers moving in after dinner time. 63 degrees are high, well above average for this time of the year, and a south-southwesterly wind at 15 to 20 miles per hour. As we go into our 7-day outlook, we'll see those rain showers on Friday, but another storm system moves in for the end of the weekend and the beginning of next week, and that could have some snow showers here in State College.
I can't believe it's already time to whip out my jacket.
Can't believe we're finally actually starting to get that holiday weather. But this weekend, Beaver Stadium will change from football to a holiday scene for a special event. On Sunday, the Roar Plus Athletics digital subscription platform will host its first holiday photo experience. You'll have a chance to step onto the field for a themed photo session from noon until 3 p.m. The cost per photo is $95. Roar Plus members receive one free photo and a complimentary football ornament when they subscribe for a year. Now, here's Noah with sports.
That sounds like fun, Jaden. Coming up in sports, opening night for Penn State basketball. We have highlights. And we look back at the Nittany Lions' loss at Ohio State and the new challenge that's next for them.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is Chip. And if you're like me, your pets mean the world to you. And if disaster strikes, saving them is a priority. Learn how to keep your best friends safe at AmericanHumane.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
I'm Noah Flennard with sports. Penn State football once again faces a tough task this week when it hosts number 2 ranked Indiana at home. The Nittany Lions are now riding a 5-game losing streak after a trip to Ohio State. Reporter Kaylee Tallman was there.
Shock the world state!
Penn State roared into the Horseshoe in Columbus looking to spoil Ohio State's perfect season. Unfortunately for the Nittany Lions, the nut cracked the lion and the Buckeyes remain unbeaten at 8-0.
We're in the middle of the storm and we just can't figure how to get out of it.
The first half brought some life to the faces of hopeful Penn State fans. The Lions held Ohio State to 17 points, scoring 14 of their own. Chaz Coleman recovered a fumble forced by Amari Campbell on the 19-yard line, setting Penn State up with ideal field position.
He's going to be a major part of what we do going forward, and he's a point of emphasis for us to get going.
Despite a promising first half, Ohio State came out guns blazing, almost unstoppable in the second. For head coach Terry Smith, this game was about two halves. In the first, Penn State held the Buckeyes to just a 3-point lead, but an explosive third quarter of 144 total yards and 133 passing yards allowed Ohio State to run away with it. Big thanks to Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate.
Credit to those guys. They are the 2 best guys in the country. Just watching these guys live, and I don't mean this disrespectfully to the past Ohio State receivers, these 2 are better than all of them.
Smith and Tate combined for 247 yards and 3 touchdowns. Bo Jackson put up 105 yards on the ground, and Julian Sayin went 20 for 23 with 316 yards and 4 touchdowns.
We just haven't been able to just put a good quarter, a full quarter of that together, and that's the challenge.
Ethan Grunkemeyer started his second game for Penn State, going 19 of 28 and throwing for 145 yards. The offense has continued to struggle with the vertical passing game.
I missed a few throws early, and I would like to have those back, but just those are some things to look at.
Former starting quarterback Drew Aller was on the sidelines as an extra voice for Grunkemeyer.
He's like another coach out there, all the experience he has. He did a great job today, talking to me pregame, talking to me at halftime, and talking to me in between series.
Penn State will get another shot to try and shock the world against the number 2 ranked Indiana Hoosiers.
The one positive of the game, these guys did not quit. And that's a tell to who they are as well. We just got to figure some other things out.
In Columbus, Ohio, I'm Kaylee Tallman for the Center County Report.
Kickoff for Saturday's game against Indiana is at noon, and you can listen live on Penn State's COM Radio with our broadcast team at Beaver Stadium. Now on to high school football. A Huntington running back reached a career milestone within the first week of the playoffs. After the Whistle reporter Kenzie Ferry has more.
Huntington brought home their first playoff win since 2017.
You can feel the presence of the support each and every Friday night and even out in the community. So it's good to get the community back to what they deserve.
In tonight's game, senior running back Landon Erdman broke 1,000 rushing yards this season.
It feels great. Last year I came up 200 yards short. I definitely could not do it without my O-line. I thank them every practice for blocking for me.
The Bearcats were 0-10 last year and are now 8-3.
We're all ready to try our hardest in this game. And we ended up pulling through. It's just play after play. We kept the momentum going.
Get this, earlier this month, the Bearcats lost to Tyrone. But tonight, they never trailed.
It was get back week. That was all we were through Monday through Friday. It was just, we got to beat Tyrone. This definitely means a lot for the fans. Definitely a lot for previous seniors. Definitely a lot for the seniors now.
Tonight's win marks the first time Huntington has beaten Tyrone since 2019.
We came out, we played hard on defense. I think that was the biggest difference. I think they scored in 2 plays last time we played, and this time we did really good on defense. I think we had 3 picks, pick 6, almost 2. It's pretty hard to lose when you do that.
Reporting for After the Whistle, I'm Kenzie Ferry.
You can see highlights and post-game reaction from the top local high school games this Friday on our sports show, After the Whistle. That's live at 11:30 p.m. on our YouTube channel, Penn State Student Media. Now, onto the hardwood. The Penn State men's basketball team heads into its next game on Saturday on a winning note, after a successful opening night. The young Nittany Lion team showed some growing pains adjusting to NCAA basketball at the BJC, but they powered through early adversity. Fairfield started the game on a 12-0 run and continued the momentum for most of the game. But the Lions rallied for an 8-point win behind the young backcourt of Meli Tunja and Caden Mingo. The freshman duo had 19 and 15 points. Next up, a game at New Haven. And the women's basketball team also tallied their first win of the season in the home opener against Bucknell. After being up by 9 at half, 6 points from Kiyomi McMiller and 9 points from Gracie Merkel gave the Lady Lions what they needed to pull away in the third. They beat the Bison 83-55 and take on Cincinnati this Friday at Rec Hall. The Penn State volleyball team hits the road this week for the next 3 games. The team took on Indiana at Rec Hall on Sunday, and the Hoosiers took the win in a 3-0 sweep. Number 24, Jaden Jagger, led Indiana, leaving the game with 12 digs and 14 kills. Proceeds from the game go to the V Foundation, a cancer research institute. Next up for the Nittany Lions is a match against Purdue on Friday. The BJC was definitely booming last night. That men's game was electric. I definitely recommend checking it out.
I also heard Penn State fans kind of took over Ohio State's hockey arena this weekend.
I'm just glad that a Penn State sports team can win a game.
Thanks, Noah. Coming up next, Penn State's most loved mailman comes out with a new surprise for everyone to enjoy.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
There's been another deadly shooting at a local elementary school. According to authorities, the suspect acquired the gun from a family member's home before using it to take the lives of innocent children and teachers.
Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Take control at ready.gov/olderadults.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
One of Penn State's most popular and recognizable people is delivering something new this fall. Campus legend Mike the Mailman Hare is turning decades of public service into stories in his new memoir, Pushing the Envelope. Over nearly 40 years working at the campus post office, he became known for his playful signs, jokes, and positive impact on the community. The self-published book is available now through Amazon and on his website, MikeTheMailmanBook.com.
That's all for today's newscast. We hope you'll join us Friday for our next local news update.
But you can follow us anytime for breaking news on our Center County Report X. And you can see our stories on our Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, and our website. Have a good afternoon.
No young person should ever have to worry about having a safe place to sleep at night, or whether anyone cares about them.
But the reality is, 1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis and giving them the support and tools they need to succeed in life. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today. Thank you for caring.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain function. And when I came home, I needed a new roof due to a storm. And I was about to lose homeowners insurance as well. I applied for Operation Homefront Critical Financial Assistance Program. And it's good to know that when we come home, there are people who are there that care about us. Operation Homefront, they've really been a blessing.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of, they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
The new Walk EMS experience was so uplifting. All of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
I love the energy at Walk MS. It is community, it is family. I can ride that high for the rest of the year.
A cure is on the line for me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.
After the whistle starts at A.R. Simpkins Memorial Field, where Colts quarterback Daniel Farrell faked the handoff to his teammate and then faked out